Before we start today's video, check out our affiliate links in the description down below. These can make some great gifts with the holiday season just around the corner, or even a gift for yourself. It supports the channel at no extra cost of you. Thanks so much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the video.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have some unfortunate news for the Star Wars Eclipse video game. That's right, that's still a thing and apparently still happening in active development. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from StarWarsNewsNet.com as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. So the Star Wars Eclipse video game has run into even more trouble. The lead writer has recently taken to depart from the company Quantic Dream. The long in development video game Star Wars Eclipse has just lost its lead and head writer. Adam Williams, a head writer at Quantic Dream, has announced on LinkedIn that he has departed his position in order to form a new unannounced studio. Williams had worked on both Detroit Become Human and Star Wars Eclipse before ending his nearly 10-year position at Quantic Dream. It's sad to see, and also considering that he's the writer, I would have assumed that they would have written the campaign and the story for Star Wars Eclipse's video game long before it actually began its process of rendering and actual game design and everything that goes into that nature. However, we got to dig a little bit deeper on into it, maybe the reasoning as to why he left. In his posts specifically, Williams had explained that he is forming a new studio with other developers to work on a new unannounced project. It appears that his departure was really just kind of amicable between himself and Quantic Dream. No hard feelings, but it's also unclear how this affects Eclipse or the current development status of the game. Yet, Williams does express appreciation to both Lucasfilm and Quantic Dream, saying, and quote in his post, "After almost 10 years at Quantic Dream, I am leaving to found a new studio, together with a group of very talented designers and developers. We can't say too much just yet. We are working on something very innovative. We're very special and for now, very secret. More on that soon. I've already been in touch with many of you guys at Quantic Dream and Lucasfilm to thank you all for everything on Detroit and Eclipse. It's been a great adventure. A big thank you to the team for taking this leap with us and to the investors for being the ideal partners on this next adventure. More on that also soon." Ending that quote right there. No hard feelings is what it seems. A very just kind of peaceful transition is all it really is. We kind of feel like we anticipate for it to be like more bad news because I especially feel like within the Star Wars video game world and within the like the gaming industry, it's always something bad. It feels like when somebody leaves a given studio or a given project, it always doesn't feel like it's a pleasant case. But this time around, it's no hard feelings. It's just that they're simply done here. The story, I think this would confirm and solidify that the story that they're going for with Eclipse has been written and done out, of course, and there really isn't any reason for him to be kind of just a sitting duck and kind of waiting around for the development on Star Wars Eclipse. However, on the flip side of that though, what is the deal with Star Wars Eclipse? This has been a now very much so long in development Star Wars video game for the better part of 2 years, presumably, as it was announced and confirmed back in 2021. Star Wars Eclipse was first announced back in 2021 at the Game Awards in the form of a CGI trailer, very cinematic. Since then, fans have really seen nothing else of the game, aside from a couple of other sidebar reports. Back in 2023, a developer on the game stated that Eclipse is still simmering and insisted that the game will be released when it's ready. From there, we heard other spiraling reports that the Star Wars Eclipse video game wouldn't actually be coming out until the year 2027 or 2028. Feels like we are getting, of course, closer and closer to that, but even then it is still pretty far away, and especially considering when we first heard of those news that this game wouldn't actually even be released until 2027 or 2028, it quickly became the new kind of GTA joke. You know, it's just taking so long for it to actually release. Especially the thing with Star Wars Eclipse is that we don't really know anything about it. Like, we just don't know anything about this. Like, what is it even about? Of course, I think it's supposed to be something about the prequels. I'm not really sure, though. Let me know if you guys know anything else about that in the comments down below. It kind of becomes actually really, honestly, a frustration. Why would they put so much just work into something that we just really don't know all that much about, of course, here, and kind of just drag it on and on, kind of in a way. Of course, I'm all for putting out a great product, of course, with this Star Wars video game, but it comes to a point of, you know, how much of it is it really going to be worth? I would really hate for Star Wars Eclipse to go through so much active development and through so much years of work for it to kind of have its release, you know, be played around for maybe a week or two by the fans and kind of just be dropped off. According to the article, actually, though, however, Star Wars Eclipse is supposed to be the first Star Wars video game set within the High Republic trilogy or era. Developers have previously described Eclipse as something typical of a Quantic Dream game, so something similar to maybe Detroit Become Human, featuring branching narratives, multiple characters, and large stories within. However, not long after it was announced, other rumors had already begun that Star Wars Eclipse was facing its developmental issues. Of course, there's no official release date, but as I had also mentioned, it seems that it is going to be releasing sometime in 2028 or 2027. So definitely is still very much so far out there. It seems this overall report doesn't indicate that there is like anything wrong with its actual current active development. It is still on track. It's still quote unquote simmering, and that it is still happening, of course. Seeing all as well, though, however, as maybe just a sidebar, or just really even at that as more like a theory, maybe Star Wars Eclipse coming out in 2027 or 2028 would actually be a good thing, because that is when we are also kind of anticipating for another Star Wars movie to release then, and a lot of are anticipating for that to be the James Mangold Dawn of the Jedi game. Anyway, guys, this here all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.